talk about something that happened last night. A lot of people, you're not seeing it in the mainstream media, that's for sure. Last night, Antifa, the radical left-wing outfit that follows through on what a lot of Democrats are kind of advising people to get radical, they attacked the Republican headquarters in New York City. They did damage. They left some of their Antifa symbols, et cetera. And they said in a note attached to their damage, they said, this is merely the beginning. And again, it's the same week that Eric Holder and Hillary Clinton said that if you disagree with somebody, you don't have to be civil with them. You can do this kind of stuff.
These activists have been smashing windows, burning buildings, beating people up who disagree with them for months. In just a few days, they'll be in San Francisco for another rally. So far, their efforts have been met with almost gleeful coverage from the press and their political allies, same thing. But thanks to the internet, now we know what actually happens at some of these rallies. Stuff like this.
Because you are the minority!
Free speech rules only protect speech you disagree with. And it's crucial that we allow others to speak against our own beliefs and standards. It's also crucial for furthering equality and justice. If free speech is limited for anyone who disagrees with us, we'd still have slavery. There'd be no votes for women. There would have been no protests against the Vietnam War or the Iraq War, even against recent administrations. Look at the example of China. Look at Venezuela. Anyone who disagrees with the government disappears. That is the ultimate end on any restriction of free speech. And then we would never have the chance to learn. It was the brave souls who spoke up against slavery that started changing public opinion. It was the suffragettes who advocated for the extremely unpopular stance that women should vote that ultimately got us the 19th Amendment. Had they been shut down for hate speech, after all, they hated slavery. They hated our century-old tradition of only men voting. How could we learn and grow and move past old limitations? Even people who espouse ridiculous stances help you by making you think how best to prove them wrong, how to overcome prejudice in their views, and that strengthens you and your beliefs. By refusing to hear any other views, by calling them hate and seeking to have them shut down, you weaken yourself and the positions you claim to support.
You get closer, and a couple of these characters come up to you and ask, we saw Trace's report, are you a Proud? And he's like, you're a Marine, Proud Boy. You didn't know what Proud Boy meant. It's a far-right group that has these kind of little rallies. How did it feel to be called a white supremacist as someone of Hispanic descent?
That is extreme irony to us. We found it very ironic and confusing as well. I don't know who would look at us and suppose white supremacist, neo-Nazi, or anything like that. Godinez is Mexican. I am Puerto Rican. Nonetheless, we're two Hispanic Marines on duty that day during duty hours, and to be confronted by white folks not supposing that there is anything racially charged towards us until he asks us, are we Proud Boys? And then later on the crowd just calls us these racial slurs. And